Okay. I think it's quite difficult to pick the best part, but I just wanna, okay. But I think for me, the best time I had is, not parties, of course, because someone already picked that answer. But actually, I went in the GLab, I joined the GLab program, the global lab that some of our current student was talking about. I went to Mexico City with two New Yorkers that it's very fun, and I think it's very sort of eye-opening sometimes you see countries. And I still remember I went to a very big square in Mexico City, and when they breathed, one of my friends got sick the next day because of the quality of it. But it's just like when you walk around, you see new places, you see new people. When you are in Thailand, sometimes you just don't think it's just a big deal. But when you actually work with people in different countries, you go there with through people that maybe you are not that close, and then you go in a difficult place, and you have to adapt yourself on the speed. And we got a lot of expectation that Mexico, I went there and we worked with a CEO of a company to try to buy another magazine, and we helped him to think through the deals and help him think about what to do after he finished the deal. So it's quite fun, and you learn to adapt yourself, and it kind of opens your eyes and let you to see new things. Because if you ask yourself, like, if you want to work in Mexico City or some other place, then probably it's just kind of once in a lifetime that you learn to sort of go into an exotic place and enjoy yourself, learn to adapt yourself on the speed. I think that's a great opportunity that I had. Okay, and the worst part, actually, I and Padiwat were in the same class. So luckily, the second day of my class, I saw a plane crash into the building, and everybody feels sort of insecure. So it's pretty bad. And worse still afterward is that you have to find summer intern after that very, very bad economy, and traveling in those days are very difficult, and just make our life in first semester, because we have to, for me, like, I never live abroad, so you not to adjust yourself, you have to feel sort of not so safe, and everything is quite difficult in the first semester. But I think after you get through that, you become stronger. So I think it's the worst part, but it's not that bad after all.
Okay, quickly, very briefly to the second question, be great. The one class that you would recommend to the entire group, and why?
Okay, my favorite class there is finance class with Professor Rock. Okay, so I'm not sure he's still teaching, because I graduated almost 10 years ago. So okay. But I think the fun part of that is that, before school I was engineering student, so I'm not a kind of finance guy. And and to a lot of people, they think finance is like number crunching or something. But Professor Rock kind of switch yourself to see things in different mode, and he kind of turned finance into the class that he forced you to think very thoroughly and think like a company. And in fact, I like his final exam the best. His final exam is that he gives the case to you and give you one envelope to go back home. And he said, no matter what you think, you just put one number, and if that's your real money, your grade depends on that number you put in that envelope. So half the class didn't sleep that day, but it was fun.
So for the record, you like final exams, huh?
Oh, okay. Like, I got good grade on that, so I can't complain.
My favorite class was Industrial Econ with Professor Pindyke. He's actually quite famous. He wrote a book on economics. It's one of the basic textbooks used in classes. And he's actually a really good lecturer. He's very interesting, entertaining, and he brings in real-world examples into the class. And it's pretty much the foundation of how do you make decisions based on economics.
My favorite class is actually GLab itself, because I get a lot of opportunities to work with a lot of, basically GLab, you bring a group of people from different industry to work together. So it's really the first time that I get to work with the people with a background in tech, with people with different backgrounds working towards the same goal. and moreover, I get to work in a different country, in a country that I would love to work. There's no chance for me to go work in Brazil, for example, if not because of GLab. And then I get to learn about the Brazilian culture and build a network there, and I think that's really valuable.
My favorite class was the, I'm not sure if they still have it, it was the biomedical product development class. This class partnered Sloanies from the MBA program with Sloanies from the executive programs, with scientists and engineers from MIT, and with a physician from Massachusetts General Hospital. And what we had to do in this class, which was tremendously tough, was we had to build something that solved a major problem that this physician had. And this had to use everything that everybody had, whether it was management skill, financial acumen, science and engineering background. This one was, it was basically a thesis where the end result was something that could actually save people's lives. And I'm not sure if there's any engineers here, but you probably know that the only way to apply real knowledge is to actually build something with it. And this is one of those classes that was referred to by Tim earlier. It's about action-based learning. No matter what you learn by theory, it's only going to be really useful when you actually sit down and roll up your sleeves and build something with it to test it. Okay, thank you. In short, you learn more outside classrooms at Sloan. Okay, questions and answers from the audiences. Thank you.
I would like to ask, have you ever wondered that why do Sloan choose you? I mean, there are so many applicants, and in my opinion, so many people want to get into this university. And what do 5 of you have in common that you get this achievement?
Let me ask the first part, because I think I can say something about the first part. It's very useful. It's fundamentally useful if you're applying to a business school, to an MBA program, that you understand the unique nature of that school. MIT Sloan is extremely different from HBS, which is extremely different from Wharton, which is extremely different from Kellogg and University of Chicago and Berkeley. If you really understand what makes each school unique, and then you really think hard about how you are a good match to that school, that's going to make you stand out. That means that your essays must not only be cut and paste and Control H and search and replace, they have to be fundamentally different. It's a lot harder, but if you really think about what makes each school unique and what makes you unique, it's going to massively increase your chances of getting into any school you apply to. I won't ask that answer the final question. I'll refer that to my very smart and charming classmates.
I think the last question was, what do we have in common? And I don't think we actually have anything in common except for the fact we're all from Thailand, because really admissions is trying to look for a very diverse class. They don't want a whole class of consultants or a whole class of bankers. They want to have a good mix of different people from different backgrounds to make it interesting to when you go inside a class and have a discussion about a certain case. You want to see this case from different points of view. You don't want to see all the engineers say, oh, this is the answer, this is the right answer, there's no other answer. You want somebody else to say, but I disagree, I think that's not the right answer.